We're live. Win Daily family. Start off the intro like this every time, and my fiance hates it. But you know what? I'm gonna go it. Win Daily family. How's it going? It is March 26th. I am here with James Rocker, the DFS nerd himself. Rocker, say what's up.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hope everybody's staying safe during this crazy time we're living in.
Yeah, definitely.
Ready to break down this crazy LOL slate.
Yeah, LOL. Who would have thought that at this point in the season we've done already a few beer casts, quote unquote. This is our third beer cast where we're talking about League of Legends instead of baseball. Opening day was supposed to be today. How sad is that, huh?
So depressed, man. So depressing. I don't
But
even
yeah,
want. I don't even want to think about it. I really don't.
yeah. So let's just dive right into it. All right. So
You got it.
We got the European Championship for League of Legends, our third beer cast. I keep wanting to say third annual, but no, our third beer cast. I'm gonna dive into the slate. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done as much because I've been focusing on the LPL and LCK slate. Um, but there's a few teams that I like to target. And Rocker, I know you've done a little bit more than I have, but it seems like we want to target against Vitality, SK, maybe FC Shock. We want to target against them too. They're on a 3-game winning streak at 5-11 though. Um, I mean, I don't know. Do you believe in hot streaks in League of Legends?
I don't think so, man. I think it's anybody's game all the time. I'm always surprised on what turns up at the usually when we wake up in the morning, right? And we check it
Yeah.
out, which actually is the best part, I think. Setting a lineup and going to bed is legitimately, I think, what most people are doing, depending on the time zone that you're in. But I don't know, man. I always seem to. I think we get it right a lot more
Yeah.
uh, than getting it wrong. But I don't know. It's a good call for sure. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's break it down and see what we
Let's break
get.
it down. So we got first the 2-14 SK Gaming going against the 9-7 Rogue team. So Rogue's on a 2-game losing streak. SK's on a 10-game losing streak. I mean, we have to target Rogue, right?
Yeah, without a doubt. I would say we got to, they're a minus 517 favorite right now. So, um, it makes sense. I would think that a lot of ownership is going to go to that team. So, have you looked at any type of ownership projections yet? I'm just kind of
I have
getting
not.
there.
I don't know if it's out yet. I know some sites post some ownership projections. For me, I just go best off an estimate because I don't think anybody has accurate ownership projections for League of Legends unless they have some insider info. I mean, that's true, right?
Yeah, I can't see how that's a thing.
Yeah. So I mean, just looking at it. So here's a strategy that I posted this in my article yesterday, and I posted it in my article today, which I just posted for tonight's slate a little while ago. So in regards to who your captain spot needs to be, do not be cute with it. Put it at your ADC, which stands for attack damage carrier or carry. Put them at your captain or put mid at your captain. That's it. All the big winners in the last 2 weeks have been those two guys at your captain spot. Jungler, the J&G spot, and top, they each have won one time in the last 14 days as the big winner. What top did was they did, so let's use Rogue, for example. They put the Rogue captain, and then they went, sorry, Rogue captain was the top, and then they did the jungler, they did the ADC, and they did the mid, all Rogue. So it was a 4-2 stack, and that won. It wasn't Rogue, it was a different team. I don't know. I actually was pretty bored yesterday, so I looked at like the last 14 big winners, you can say, quote unquote, and that's what I found out. So ADC and mid need to be your captain. So that being said, for Rogue, we like Hans Sama, which I love that name. Han Sama, he's going to be your main guy at Rogue, and then the other guy's going to be Larson. The problem with Larson is that he's kind of struggled lately, but when he does well, he puts up mid 30s to low 40s, which is good for this because they only play one game. So I think those are your top two plays. Is there anybody else you like?
Yeah, you said him, Larson and Hans Sama.
Yeah.
Maybe stacking that with. I'm not looking at the starting lineups right in front of me, but Vander maybe as well with that complete that stack. Um, Yeah, and we'll talk about who we're going to stack that potentially with. Yeah, for sure.
I think yes. I think it goes put Hansama at captain, and then you can go Larson and Vander at the support. Again, whatever you do, do not put a support as captain. Do not. That is not a recommended
Yeah.
strategy. I don't like that at all. Don't be
Yeah,
cute. And
that's typically what the lower. That's like typically the lowest point scoring
Mhm.
position. I feel like, right? So you should try to find maybe the best value at that position. I feel like is the best type of build.
Mhm. Yeah, and I think that works out. So at support, you could go rogue, but again, I'm looking at my notes now. So the last 6 days, a 3-3 stack, 1-4-2 stack, 3-3, 4-1-1, 4-1-1, and a 4-2 stack. So, and again, that 4-2 stack was with the top at captain. So the last 5 days from the 6 game slates, ADC, 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 mid, and then yesterday was a mid captain winner too. So there's a common trend there. Yeah, it is a small sample size, but go ADC or mid at your captain spot, right?
Good stuff, brother. Good stuff.
That's what I'm here for. Boredom. So now we got Misfits against Vitality. Misfits 9-7, 3 game losing streak. They've looked like crap. I've seen them. I've actually watched them. They play against Vitality, who's the worst team by far. They're 1-15, 6 game losing streak. I think Misfits is going to easily roll over them. The question is, how easily are they going to roll over them? So I guess Rocker, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, the Misfits are grading out pretty well. I think it becomes either a great place to stack with, or if you need some one-offs, depending on how many different builds you're doing, putting MSF in there, even as a few one-offs, I think also works out because there's another team that I know that you're going to talk about that you really like on this slate, but so we'll get to that. But yeah, I think that they're in play, and I think the winning lineup is going to have either one or two of those guys in it.
Yeah, Misfits are a good play. I do like Febivin or whatever his name is. He's solid, but the only thing is he has a capped out. He doesn't have really a high ceiling.
Yeah,
His last 7 games, he scored over 25 twice, and then other than that, it's all under. I mean, they have been struggling also, so then maybe that's why. But I don't see anything here that shows him over like 25, 30 points on a consistent basis. So I say you can void Feb or I mean, you can put him as part of your stack at all means. But I think we're gonna go for Bvoy, who's the ADC guy. Um, love the name Dan Dan. You could use him too. He works out. But yeah,
yeah,
Misfits are a good play as well.
yeah. Agreed.
Um, should we move on then?
Yeah, move on.
So this is the one that I'm interested in hearing your opinion. We got FC Shock 04. They're a 3 game winning streak. They won 2 in a row last weekend. They're 5-11. They go against G2, who is by far the best team. But again, for being the best team, they are also the most expensive. For
Mhm.
me, I am fading G2 all out. I think it's going to be super chalky. People are going to force them into their lineups. I'm off it. I don't think FC Shock has a chance to win, so I'm fading them too. I'm just a full fade on this game. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I think that when sometimes when Javi speaks, you listen, and this is a this is the perfect example of that. I wasn't gonna sit here and say that it's my favorite team, but they're grading out really well based on what I'm seeing. But just in DFS, just talking in general, when we talk about ownership and moving ahead of the field, we'll certainly find out sometime tomorrow if it was a good call. But I do like the call to fade that entire game. G2 is definitely coming up as one of the top plays, and it's going to get its ownership, like you said. So I do like the call.
Yeah, I'm off. I mean, again, in cash games, you can play them, but I haven't done much cash. I've just been doing tournaments, so I'm not on it. I don't like
Same here.
G2. Yeah, they're gonna win. They could win easily. The next game is the game that I'm liking a lot. Mainly just one side. It's Origin against XL Sports. So XL eSports is actually 7-9. Origin is 12-4. 3 game winning streak for Origin. XL is in a two game loss streak, and they have actually looked pretty bad. I think Origin is going to be my top stack.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go Nuke Duck upset. Have some Xerxes or whatever his name is. But yeah, that's the route I'm leaning, and I think I like that the most for tomorrow. I think upset's going to be my top captain spot at ADC. What are your thoughts, Rock?
Yeah, man, I can definitely get down with that. I'm actually looking upset. You said is the as the captain or MVP.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I think to give some advice, I think I've chosen two captains. You said one before, Hand Sama and Upset make a lot of sense in different builds that I've been playing with.
Hansama.
Hand
Uh,
Sama.
anything else you got for that game?
Um, it just like you said, how XL's coming off a couple bad losses and they haven't looked so great. I just think that it makes a lot of sense with OG for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, OG is going to be my top play. Rogue Warriors is my second. And this next game is the one that I am super confused on what to do. G2 is actually the best team, and the second best team is this team Fnatic. They're 12-4, two-game winning streak. They're going against Mad Lions, who are on a two-game winning streak, also fourth ranked, 10-6. I think it's going to have lower ownership because of how good both teams are. And both teams look great. So, I mean, what are your thoughts, Rock? I'll have you take charge on this one. I've been stealing your show.
No, it's okay, man. Yeah, FNC grades out really well. I think that it's a really close match, and in a GPP, I almost want to avoid it just because of how close it might be. And if you get it wrong, you're going to be that far, that further back from the pack. So I like the other spots that you're saying there, but I'm not going to fault you for maybe targeting a little bit of this game. So
Yeah. Yeah. Say hi, Momo. You're on TV. Sorry. So I agree. I think I'm gonna have one or two Fanatics just because I like what I see from them, and then I'll have one Mad just to be different, in case they pull off the upset because they're not a bad team. Again, Fanatics,
yeah,
they're known for being a great team, and they've always been good the past few years from what I've seen. But anything can happen in League of Legends, especially in one game. So there's no best of three here till playoffs. It's just one straight up game. I
right.
think just to touch on the points, then I am on mainly Origin and Rogue. I'll have a little bit of Misfits as well sprinkled in there. I'm fading G2 and SO4, and then I'll have one or two lineups of Fnatic and one Mad.
Yeah, I have a Fnatic lineup right now as well, so I did build it. It probably will be, I think if most people are trying to build, they're going to try to build a G2 Fnatic lineup. And what's with FanDuel anyway, man? They don't got any of the symbols right. It's really confusing. You're trying to find some teams based on, or at least I was. I was like, what am I looking at? And then I realized it was just the symbols were a little screwed up or something. So, or it's just how they're listed on FanDuel.
That's why I don't play FanDuel. They're the worst. I
Yeah.
actually got an email from DraftKings checking in, making sure I'm good. It's crazy time. You're super nice. I haven't heard anything from FanDuel, Thumbs down. You have fun on your FanDuel, Rock. I'll go on DraftKings. All right?
Come on, man. Don't hate on the FD.
So yeah, as I drink out of a FanDuel.
Looking for some vouchers. I got it worse here,
Oh, sorry. Let me cheers.
Yeah.
So I guess that's all we got for you today.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
By the way, I heard a stat. I may have made it up. There were more virtual happy hours today than ever before in world history. Did you know that?
No, I had one today myself. Look at that.
You see?
Yeah.
All right, man. You're the man, bro. Crush it tonight.
Yeah. Good luck, everyone, tomorrow, and we'll be in touch.
Good luck, everybody.